Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today I have another episode of Gear and Gadgets for you. We got a lot of cool stuff to get into. If you're here because you like knife and EDC content, you're in the right spot. Make sure you are subscribed here. I release daily videos, and hit that thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people, and let us know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. So let's clear a couple of these things off of here. And we'll get started with this one because, well, I'm excited about all of them, but this one looks really exciting, and I've heard a lot of good things. I also have experience with Oden Wolf and some of their products. I've actually tested one of their larger fixed blades. I will have all these items linked down below that we're going to see here today. And Oden Wolf is a company who, they're a little bit newer, at least to me. And they have a nice catalog of fixed blades and neck knives over there. And this one here is going to be called the Mini Scandi. And this is one of their iterations of a neck knife slash EDC knife. This knife comes in under $25, and you're going to be getting a very solid D2 steel. This one has a Scandi grind. We're going to be getting a heavily textured FRN style handle. We have a lanyard loop there, a taco style sheath that is going to accept a bunch of aftermarket accessories, but it does come standard with a pocket clip, and they send a lanyard, striker, and mini ferrocerium rod along with you. And then they include a nice Kydex taco style sheath, so it's not overly bulky, overly tall. We have a nice little thumb ramp here with jimping. This is very well thought out. This is something I picked up on my own. I have had Oden Wolf send me stuff before, but this is something I just wanted to, I saw it and I wanted to pick it up. I've heard a ton of good things. And one thing I'm seeing right away is if I squeeze up on that handle, I can get a full grip on this thing, which is impressive for the size of this knife. Now, if I want a little bit more room, then yeah, we're talking like 3-finger. But if I really need to get on this, and I wear an XL glove, so that is pretty impressive there on this little fixie. And one thing I can tell you guys is if you haven't yet experienced a neck knife and carrying a neck knife, of course you want it to be dependable as far as retention in the sheath. And this one has a nice clicky access in and out of that Kydex sheath. But I've been getting into neck knives more recently, and they are very, very useful to have this right there at your chest and just to be able to pull it out, cut open, or get into whatever you're getting into, put it back, and there it is, ready to go for the next time. It's very, very convenient. Yeah, so is a folding knife in the pocket and all that stuff, but there's just something about having this right there, right at your disposal. I mean, literally just a couple inches away. Now, of course, I always carry a folding knife with me, or 2 or 3 as well. But one thing I really like about these fixed blade neck knives is their versatility. Not only can I use this as a neck knife, but I can also put this down in my pocket. I can also set this up to put on my belt as well. So I could put scout straps on this thing. I should be able to put an ulti clip on here, leave this clip, put the lanyard. One thing I will probably do is put the lanyard on here and leave this clip on because it's so minimal. It's not going to bother anything. So I'll leave that clip on there, and then you have 2 ways to carry this thing. If you're, you're at home wearing it around your neck, you go hop in the car because you're going somewhere, you can pull it off your neck and slide it down into the pocket. I think the versatility of these little mini EDC fixed blades cannot be overlooked. And we will be diving more into this fixed blade amongst many other smaller mini neck knife style fixed blades as well. Next up on the ticket is going to be this Wurkkos TS10. Now, this is something they sent in for us to check out And this is going to be the TS10, and this is the version number 2. And I think it's been, no, it's not this same one. Okay, so this is a little bit different. Yeah, that's right. This looks like the best Wurkkos flashlight yet. And I'm a big fan of Wurkkos. They put out a very good flashlight at a good price. Now, this one here, though, is going to be a little bit more than your run-of-the-mill Wurkkos flashlight. This is a version 2 right here, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is going to be made out of titanium. So that makes this, yeah, I believe it's titanium and copper. That's right. So this is exciting right here. And we do have a nice minimal pocket clip here. Where does that go? Right there. This is going to be sick. Yes. This is what I've been talking with them about. This is amazing right here. This little flashlight. Got to check, see if there's a cover, which there always is if you get a new flashlight and it's not working for some reason. I read comments, reviews on flashlights from people, and they say they get it out of the box and it's not working. That's because there's a tab there covering it, so it prevents it from turning on. So this thing is really cool. We got the ability to, now we're going to dive into this on a separate date. This is just to unbox this thing and take a little look at this. Now it's going to be hard for you guys to tell, but this is actually changing colors from red to blue. Let's see, can we get, so there, if I just hold it down, that cycles me right through. And it's like a, you don't have to, you can press it and hold it and it'll stop where you want it to, which is really cool. And it'll go back down. So what I'm doing is I'm just pressing it and it's going to my white light. And then if you hold it down, it'll go all the way up. And then if we let go where it's all the way up and push it back down in, it'll go back down to off. So if we hit double tap, that's going to be turbo. And then once we turn it off, so once we go from, that's interesting. See, that's a blue light to aqua to red. This is interesting. There's a lot going on with this flashlight. And we're definitely going to have to dedicate an entire video to this feller here. Does a triple tap do anything? Oh, it's like a little SOS. This thing is crazy. So we got a full titanium body here with a little bit of copper. I'll have this linked down below. Very nice tail switch here. Very minimal pocket clip, and it's a two-way pocket clip as well. It doesn't carry extremely deep, but not a lot of flashlights do either. Typically, there's at least a little bit sticking out. There are exceptions, but this isn't bad at all. Going to be a little bit poking out of the pocket so you can get a hold of this thing and pull it out of the pocket as well as put it back in the pocket. This would be a great flashlight for pouches, different packs, different sling bags, and also, of course, just throwing it in the pocket. So how do we shut this thing off? Is it just... Interesting. I don't even know how to shut the damn thing off. I'm basically just cycling through modes here. So this is the Wurkkos TS10. There's a lot going on with this thing. There's a little pause and read for you if you're interested, if you know how to read Chinese. That is more like it there. And we're looking at 1400 lumen top out, 900, 580, 300, 130, 50, 10, and 1. So this has 8 different levels. Can run an hour and 14 minutes at 1400. Talking 130 meter beam distance, IPX8. Underwater for at least 30 minutes, 2 meters. Very nice. Now, I do know the IPX rating means that there's not a rating for the dust. And I don't want to say that it's safe to assume that it's going to do very well at not taking in dust, right? But I think it'll, do well at not taking in dust. So we'll have to see about that. But one click is on off, it says. Well, it don't seem that way. I might have to... just disconnect the battery because I have no idea how to shut this thing off. We're going to have to designate an it came back on. Is it supposed to do that? I don't know. We're going to leave that thing sit here. But that is definitely an interesting flashlight. I forgot all about that thing. And this is a flashlight I've been wanting to check out for a while. And they even send a little silicone sleeve so you can set this up as kind of like a mood lighting or whatever. But just a nice little silicone sleeve there. And yeah, it's still running. And then they send you with a nice little lanyard here. Now, this is coming from a company called Barrysail. And they are a brand new company that just started up. And they have a couple of keychain type knives, which is what this is here. And they send you with a little information card. And when I say brand new, I mean they just put these out. And these are going to be in a very affordable nature for our people out there on that budget. But you're going to be getting some decent materials in these budget knives. This one is going to be sporting D2 and G10. Now, like I said, with the other two products, this is just an unboxing. So we are looking at a flipper tab there for deployment. This is going to be, that's right, this is going to be tip down only. And it's going to be right hand carry only. This is going to be a very inexpensive knife. I do like the design of the knife. I do wish if this was deep carry and going to be tip up carry, that would have been, a huge deal. Now, I do like the design, and there are people out there who do prefer tip-down carry. I would say the overwhelming majority, though, is people like to carry tip up. That is how I prefer to carry. Now, there's one thing to be said about tip down, and that is that the knife tends to be more comfortable in hand because the pocket clip is up here. So they do tend to be more comfortable in some instances. This has a nice finger choil here, so you can choke up behind that blade. It does have a nice black wash finish. This has a lot going for it. We have good access to the liner with some jimping there. The blade is centered up. The detent's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So, yeah. If you're looking for a very inexpensive knife, that might be a good option to take a look at. I'll have it linked down below. Now, I thought this would be just one little keychain knife, but it looks like it comes in a set of 2 here. So these are just little mini gadgets for on the keychain, and they send you with a nice little key ring there. And we are looking at a single stud, but it does have a liner lock. So that's a good start already compared to most of the other keychain knives that are out and about. And I want to say, I don't have the info. If I'm wrong, I'll put it by the link for these. But I think these are in D2 as well. I could be wrong, and I'll be surprised if that's the case. But it does come in a pack of 2, and I think these are like $10 or something, and you get 2 of them. They might even be cheaper than that. But just little keychain knives, just in case, emergency type knives. But they are locking, which is, you know, that's a sell in itself right there, that you can get a keychain knife that has a decent metal liner for lockup. Texturing around the thumb stud, and these aren't very large at all. As far as length closed, we're under 2.5 inches, 2 and like 3/8 for our total, or for our handle length there. So they won't take up a ton of room on the keychain. As far as the length on this knife here, yeah, we're getting there around a full-size knife. We're at like 7 7/8. 3 inches of cutting edge, 3.5 inches of total blade, depending on where you want to mark it. But yeah, this is a good size. It's a good looking knife. I think that simple change, you know, putting that pocket clip, so it would be tip up carry, I think that would be a game changer for the sales of this knife right here. You'll have to let me know. I'm sure most of you prefer to carry your knife tip up, but let me know. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know which item was your favorite. Was it the knife, the keychain knives? Was it the new flashlight that has a ton going on with it that we still can't figure out? I do really enjoy the look of this flashlight and the feel of it. Very, very nice. And they send you a little cone. Or is it the Oden Wolf Mini Scandi? Boy, that's a tough choice for me. I think I'm going to have to go with... This is tough. It's between these two. I think I'm going to go with the flashlight. This thing is badass. Titanium and copper mixture. Got different colored lights. I like that. I think I'm going to have to go with the flashlight. Let me know which one you're going with. We're going to do a full video on this. We're going to do a full video on this, all coming up, so keep your eyes peeled. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. If you're new here, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this, so make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell. That'll notify you anytime I release any new content. I will put up a couple of new videos on your screen. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.